Action writers, are you inspired by your burnout? You have a lot of fire going on here, and I want you to cool off a little bit, but you do have the Ace of Wands in order to make you continue going on into a new project, a new cycle. I'm just kind of wondering why all the fire? Additionally, you do have 6 reverse cards. Just to kind of blanket this, you've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy whenever a reverse card comes up. So because you've got 6 of them, that's over half. It just kind of feels like something is being blocked or delayed and maybe a little bit of a fear going on here. In addition, you have 6 major arcana cards. So I really want you to pay attention to this reading. Major arcana cards are the big lessons of life. If you don't know who I am, I'm Chris, and I help screenwriters and fiction authors write 5-dimensional stories with my tarot cards. So first here we have the Strength card. It is in reverse. Again, we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. I see the Strength card as our shadow selves. This is a picture of a woman who is making friends with a wild animal. So be okay with your kinks. Be okay with who you are as a person. What makes you weird, all that kind of stuff. I think there's kind of a little bit of a healing, or you're blocking some of that, and you might be a little scared to go on to your next project of fiery journeyness. That's even words, but that's just kind of what I'm getting from one of these cards, and it just kind of makes sense, but everything else is just burning you out, it feels like. So here you have the Ace of Wands. Again, new cycle, new journey, new creativity. It's coming, or it's happening now, or you're preparing for it. I still, with all this fire on here, I still feel like you're burning yourself out though, but you be you. Here we have the Devil card in reverse. The Devil card is usually about addiction. Sometimes it's about our spiciness, what we feel guilty about. I have a feeling that some of this is regarding a limiting belief that you had as a child. Maybe some religious trauma seems to be coming up. Here we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is seeing growth in where your career is going, or your creativity is going. The 2 was we actually manifested it. We had a vision. And the 3 is actually seeing it kind of come together. But with the 3 reversed, it just kind of feels like you don't really know how it's going to all fit together. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the wheels are turning. Either life is happening and you don't want it to be happening, or you just don't realize that it is happening. Here is the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, the pages, there is a theory in tarot to where the pages is the person. The aces are the thing or the thought that we're thinking of. The pages use the thing, the thought, to make something happen. Because we have the new thought, because we have the new fire, the new passion, you're blocking it, or it's something on the inside. It seems like you're not flipping this over, and there's a little bit of fear as to where that is going to go. Again, in regards to that, you are dealing with the Devil in reverse. It feels like you've got the wands. You don't know where you're going to end up. You are scared to make friends with your shadow self. So there's just a lot kind of going on with this. And it all seems to be interconnected. Here you have the Judgment card. Personally, I like to see it as the second chance card. This is also the space in the major arcana where you have learned a lesson and you get to decide if you're going to use that lesson going forward in your life, or if you're going to block that lesson and not use it going forward. So with it being upright, I feel like you're being called to accept the new lesson, whatever it is that's been going on here. You see, you have an angel here kind of calling forth some people from their graves. So it's like rising to the occasion. Because of everything that we've been talking about, it seems like you are heartbroken, which is making you scared to go forward because you've got the 3 of Swords. You also have the Fool in reverse. Usually when the Fool comes up upright, it's you're willing to go on a new adventure and kind of like not really care. You're a little bit naive. With it going on in reverse, it's sort of you're blocking or delaying a new adventure. There's maybe some extra prep that needs to go on into this new adventure. But you also have this ace, and you also have this page. So I think you're getting prepared to go onto a new cycle. I just think that you're a little scared to do it. The card at the bottom of the deck you have is the Magician. And the Magician is someone who makes things happen. They have all the elements. They have earth, air, fire, and water. They have all their supplies, all their resources, and they can make something happen. I like to think of this as the Lucy Ricardo card. So I just kind of wonder, why is it reversed? If you would like to learn how to read tarot cards and write a 5-dimensional story by the astrological new year in March of 2025, please take a look down at the link below in the description box. I have a new offer called the 30/30, where I'm going to be teaching writers how to use 30 spreads to write a 5-dimensional story in the spring of 2025. And if you get in now, you can actually start learning the cards before we actually do the program. or do the event, and you can actually streamline that event a little bit easier for yourself. Numbers that you want to pay attention to are 8, 1, 15, 3, 10, 1, 20, 3, 0, and 1. If you add all those up, you get 62. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 8 in the major arcana is the strength card, again, which is about our shadow selves, or at least in my opinion, it's about our shadow selves, getting to know our inner strengths and what kind of our desires are, and just kind of making friends and being comfortable with those are. You also have the strength card in the actual spread. So strength is really trying to tell you something here. Before I do move on from numbers, you do have a lot of ones. So there does seem to be a new thing coming around. You also have one almost done card. It's that judgment card. It's the 20 card. So you're almost seem to be done with one cycle, but I want you to kind of like, I think in order to go into your next cycle, you're going to need to like dim down the fire, put the fire out a little bit. And I'm going to tell you how to do that right now. Elementally wise, we have earth, air, fire, and water. You have no water on this whole entire board. There's nothing. So I'm going to advise you to really pay attention to the water astrological signs and use their messages in conjunction with whatever you are experiencing right now, and use that to go into your next cycle. The water signs are Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Now I've got a few colors that you might want to pay attention to. I usually try to give two, and I don't like giving you the color orange. I don't like it because the orange is very fiery and very warm. Because there's so much fire here, but the Wheel of Fortune is just right in the middle of the entire spread, and it's just like screaming, tell me about the screaming, tell them about me kind of a thing. What I would like you to do, since we're focusing more on water, is maybe focus a little bit more on like a silver, a white, or a blue-ish kind of an area, just to kind of cool off a little bit. So those are the kind of the things that I would pay attention to more. I do pull 3 extra cards for you. You've got grilled cheese sandwich. I don't know what that means, but have at it. The next card that you got is prophecy. And this last card is, what does your protagonist risk losing in the latest scene? So just as one last reminder, if you are interested in learning how to read tarot cards and want to have a 5-dimensional story by the astrological new year in March of 2025, please take a look down in the description box below for the 30/30. And with that, I would like to ask you to please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and happy Halloween.